Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to CEO Monday with your girl, Nikisha Washington, CEO and founder of Nyla Nova STEM University and founder of Nyla Nova Foundation, all things STEM. I am known as the Global STEM Station, and I want to come here and talk to you guys about overnight success. What is that? What does that look like? Because we always see people out there and it looks like, man, where did they come from? And then they make it big and then you hear their stories and you realize it's never an overnight success. It's taken years and years of just first of all deciding if you're going to do it. Second of all, what you're going to do, and then do you even like what you're doing? So those times have been very some rough times. And so you may have gone years without even making a move. And then once you start to continue to go, that traction that can get at you. And then the last is then once you start getting that traction, but then you stall out. And then when you stall, do you keep going? Do you realize like, man, if I keep going, maybe this thing really gonna pop? Or do you start back or change direction, go to something else? Or do you stop and say, this is not for me? And I'm mainly talking to my entrepreneurs because when you're building something from scratch without a blueprint, you don't really know if that's you're doing the right thing. People may pay for it, but are they going to reoccurring pay? So you can have a sustainable business, predictable income. Because at first people support you, friends and family, some people you don't know, and then you're like, this thing is great. And then when you keep trying to sell it and nobody's buying it, you're like, well, is it because of what I'm doing or what others are doing? Like is it just they feel sorry for me? What is going on? So just wanted to jump on here and talk to my entrepreneurs, CEOs that keep going, keep going. I've been in the game now for, well, if you think about how long I've been in education, um, over 25 years, probably closer to 30 years. I know I don't look at, but so getting that knowledge, that experience, going back to school, get my admin license, been an assistant principal, helping up open up charter schools and then the turnaround efforts and help open up public alternative schools. Like what is that you needed? I needed all of that before I can go out on my own. And so at the time, I thought I was just doing this to be doing it. But no, I was actually building the knowledge, the skill set, the expertise I needed to come out on my own. But then going back now, looking at it, I was like, there's no way I could have done what I'm doing now. So it was never overnight success. This is 30 years in the making. Um, and then going from there into now building something without a blueprint and getting some traction, but then you start hitting some stalling points or some stuff that brings you back. And it's like, do you keep going? Only you can answer that. But guess what? I'm gonna keep going, y'all. I'm gonna keep going. I see Nyla Nova definitely being a global organization, and we are striving for that. Not just something locally, but we want to be known locally, but regionally, nationally, and internationally. And so we're trying to create something here that is timeless, that's going to be classic, that I always call us the Disney of STEM, because if you think of Disney, has been around for a long time, but it transcends race and gender and location and just even age. Like, you have some people that go to Disneyland and Disney World that don't even have kids. They go with their kids and grandkids. And that's what I want Nyla Nova to be about. It's just STEM learning, just learning to love our environment, learning, wanting to learn more about what's going on around us, diving deep into certain things. And so that's kind of why I've created this. And so from this, those that know, we started with books, and then we went into um, STEM Varsity, which is our service-based business going out and I always say spreading STEM cheer, getting into the community. From there, now we're producing our own STEM kits with a whole ecosystem around it. So you don't just get a STEM kit, you get a teacher's edition, you get a student workbook, You get a video that's taught by Nyla, live Nyla and animated Nyla. And then you get support from myself and our other instructors. So we've started that, and now we're creating the Nyla Nova STEMverse, where it's an online community of educators, parents, community leaders, schools, and organizations that we're going to all get together and talk about the things that are happening in our community. How can we strengthen STEM education, STEM literacy? How can we improve scores, but not even just scores? Because I'm like, I know we need them, but I just want to create lifelong learners. Because if you do that, I guarantee you your scores will go up. If kids love to learn, they're going to want to know more and they're going to be looking at books. They're going to be trying to calculate. So it's not, we making education harder than it needs to be. You give them the love for learning, you show them how great it could be, and then they're going to have that quest and that thirst for them themselves. So dealing with that, and so from there at the Nala Nova STEM Burst, and we want to have our own standalone location where everyone can come together and do hands-on STEM in classrooms, workshops, discovery labs, all of those things that we're calling Nala Nova STEMtopia. And I'm putting it out there in the universe because when I first did my first blog post, how we got started, I never even thought I would be here. So now I'm like, think big, think big, think big. And so I'm thinking big and I'm thinking about having all these locations around the world, just like Disneyland, Disney World, all of that. And so wish me luck. But I came on here to say you can do it. Believe in yourself, keep grinding. Just know it's not an overnight success. People make it look like that. I even people like you doing great. Y'all don't see how much I be up at night, going crazy, pulling out hair, driving my husband crazy, my family crazy, stressing my board out. Just like because I know what it can be and I know our community needs it. But sometimes as a person that likes to do a lot and be involved in a lot, your capacity gets diminished and you get tired and worn out. And so I don't want to lose the love and the hunger I have for doing this work. So I want it to be bigger than me. And so that's why we're creating all these STEM advocates and this community of learners to get together. So it won't just be us doing it on an island, that we do it as a community. So with that says, that was my CEO Monday moment to just tell you guys, don't give up. It's never an overnight success. You can do it. You have to believe in yourself and keep going. And I'll be on here again next Monday, but just wanted to say, keep up the good work. Believe in yourself. And when you need rest, take rest. Just don't stop. And with that said, I'm Nikisha Washington, CEO and founder of Nyla Nova STEM University, founder of Nyla Nova Foundation, lover of all things STEM, and known as the global STEM station. So from classroom to CEO, this is my message for the week.